Welcome to the Balls Not Court Podcast. Cortez Paul is here. Kevin Carter to my right-hand side.
Hey-o.
And we're here. It's been a minute. I know we...
I forgot when we did last time.
Yeah, we were supposed to do one last week and had one set up, but Kevin was out and about, so... I had something set up where, him and Steve or whoever could have got on and did anything, but nonetheless, it was Thanksgiving. And,
I didn't want to have to put up with that, man.
Yeah, well, it's Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving week, and
I didn't feel like it.
Everybody that was with their families, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And so we decided, well, let's just take a little break and we'll come back at it.
We're still eating ham.
Yeah, still eating ham and leftover pie, and I'm telling you, it's still leftover galore.
Pie.
I definitely dug into some of my mom ham, and she had some cream cheese pie left.
There's a whole ham still over at our house.
I'm telling you, you use the ham and just kind of make breakfast now.
A whole ham.
Y'all saving that? Did y'all cook it or not cook it?
I don't know what they did, but there's a whole ham sitting over at the house.
I'm about to say, maybe you saving it for Christmas?
They better now.
Yeah, I'm about to say it better now if it's not cooked. But if not, then hey, you got some breakfast, man. You make some biscuits and ham, and okay, I'm getting hungry. Let's just.
We just ate.
Yeah, I know. We just ate, so I'm just going to keep it moving forward here, and we're going.
No, you should have had the conversation I had with a chick on the way I was driving.
Yeah,
we talked about food the whole damn time, and I didn't eat breakfast. I'm like, son of a bitch. We talking about food, and I'm like,
Did you try that?
Then I go to stop and go to get some food. And as I'm getting out of the car in line, I get beeped again, so I got to get back in the car, go pick up somebody else. I'm like, son of a bitch, just let me get to a damn McDonald's. Getting near the McDonald's, I get beeped again, have to turn around, go and pick somebody else up. Finally, I was like, I'm turning this shit off and eating.
You just made an executive decision.
Yeah, so I did. I started driving when it was breakfast and completely missed breakfast. So I got lunch, even though you can get breakfast all the time at McDonald's.
There you go.
But I didn't.
See, that's when you're your own boss, you just make your own decisions. Apparently, huh?
Exactly. Executive. It was an executive decision.
I'm glad you handled that well. And
I asked the owner operator, "Hey, can I go take a lunch?" Hey, sure, yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go get you something to eat.
Do something. Yeah, do something.
Yeah, get you something to eat.
Be productive. There you go. Something like that.
The thing I was talking to was my stomach.
There you go. I'm glad you had a personal talk with your stomach.
Yeah, he made
that arranged.
He made an executive decision.
There you go. All right, let's move forward and let's talk about.
He discussed it with my kidneys and my liver and the rest of the digestive system.
Yeah, nice. Let's move forward and talk about this Les Miles situation. We had this setup where, of course, there was a high-ranking source told ESPN that there was a very good possibility that LSU would buy out Miles' contract. Boosters already agreed to pay $15 to $20 million to Les Miles and staff. Accordingly, there was someone who came out. Actually, the athletic director came out and cleared that up, saying that they were not going to buy his contract. And as you saw, they played the game on Saturday and carried him out and chanted out. They chanted Les Miles, and I can go on and on, but I'll let you go ahead.
Here's the exact reason why they did not fire him. They looked at the thing. They were like, okay, he's won over 77% of his games. Blah, 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 all that. Okay, you fire a guy like that, you're saying to the next guy, look, you got to win a national championship or bust. That's what it boils down to when you fire a guy like that. Much like I'll say later on in this episode, when you fire that dude, it's national championship or bust, and that's what you're telling the next guy coming in. The reason they didn't fire him, they were all intentions they were going to fire him. But when they walked into that stadium, they heard that eruption. They knew they would get a lynch mob outside waiting on them. If they fired him, they were like, we need to reassess things. So let's not fire him right now. If the same thing happens next year, I guarantee you he's let go.
He won a national championship, got 2 SEC championships, 10 wins per season, 64 NFL draft choices. As Kevin mentioned, he's got a 77% winning record, 110-32 record LSU, and in the SEC plays 60-27. This is a guy with strong credentials, and if you would let this guy go, probably within minutes, maybe even seconds, he already would have had offers ready to go.
Like somebody else we know.
Exactly. This is beyond me that you would consider letting this guy go because of a rough 3-game stretch. I mean, I just don't get it. This guy at one point in time had the top Heisman candidate. I know he done slip up a little bit in Fournette, but he has proven to build strong defenses and have a solid running game every year. And so for you to sit here and think about letting this guy go over something that just is a quick patch up and quick hiccup and everything like that, and
it was stupid.
It was beyond me that you let this guy go. Okay, yes, I know he had y'all had him up there, and they was in contention for the playoffs, and they lost these games. Now they're out of it, but you can't let it go like let Miles go.
No,
you really can't.
No, unless you're retarded or inbred.
Yeah.
Or which they are in LSU.
Yeah.
They're in Louisiana, so we might have a little cross-pollination. Sorry, you Louisiana people, but you may have a little cross-pollination. So.
What do you thought about the whole after the game scenery?
It was great. It was great. It showed you that those people know football, and they know what are you going to get, what's going to be better than what we got right now. We win 10 games a year most of the time. 10, 11 games a year. What are you going to get that's going to be better than this? Are you going to go get somebody right now that's going to be able to do that same thing? It was their show of appreciation and their show of, you're an idiot if you let this man go. And that's what it was. And that's why I think they were like, well, we can't do it because we're going to get lynched if we leave, if we do it. Yeah. It was stupid. There was no even sense even bringing it up. It should have never got brought up in the first place. Ridiculous.
It's always about, and that's the thing that gets me now. It's about what have you done for me lately, and I'm sure the boosters and the few people that want to let him go, but he lost 3 games lately. Well, before this weekend here. But before that,
If Will Muschamp would have only lost 3 games a year, that fucking people in Florida would have been happy.
Yeah.
He would have never been let go.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, get over it. Get over it. He's going to bring in more things. The only thing he has not done is developed a quarterback. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing he has not done. And once he does that, okay. But that's the only thing you can really say that he has not done.
Okay. All right, well, let's switch it up here and talk about the Georgia Bulldogs.
The other retarded school.
So, before we go in there, they did let go of Mark Richt, and they turned around and hired Kirby Smart, Alabama defense
Which
coordinator. Alabama defense coordinator, and I already told Kevin off the air that there's been rumors that Will Muschamp is apparently going to be, he's trying to get Will Muschamp to follow him to be his defense coordinator. But as Kevin told me, there's also another rumblings about Will Muschamp going to
South Carolina.
So a lot of rumblings right now, but so now I was talking to one of my Georgia fans at work and everything like that, and he was mentioning to me that Rick was going to stay around the program and kind of be an advisor and kind of be in the school and as an ambassador or something. But as we don't find out, there's been another coaching move apparently, and as reportedly, it's a done deal. First
off, those rumors are stupid. There's no way they're going to fire you and be like, can you stay on as an ambassador for the... No, the fuck I can't stay on. That's retarded.
Yeah.
Again, another 10-win coach that does everything like that. You fired him, the next guy has to come in and win the national championship or he's going to be gone too. You can't do that crap at programs like that. You can't do it where you've had continued success for years. He's won 74% of his games. 74% of his games. That's I can understand if you won 14% of your games. But 74% of your game, get out of here. Come on. 74%. You're putting all the pressure on the next person to have to win a national championship or you're going in 3 years. That's what you're telling the next person.
A lot of pressure.
It's ridiculous.
Georgia came into this season with a high season ranking and actually predicted to win the.
Them and Tennessee were the two teams that were predicted to win the eastern side.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still you put way too much onus on the next guy that comes in when you do this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He had injuries. He had arguably his best player go down. He went down. And ever since then, everything backfired. But you're it's ridiculous. Well, he's never won the national championship game and blah, 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 and whoop-a-doo. We were happy. We got 10 wins this year.
Yeah.
That was what Georgia was getting. They were getting 10 wins a year. We were happy we got it this year because of all the crap we've had to put through. So when you get put through all this 4-7 crap and all that, how's defensive coordinators turning into head coaches turning out for everybody lately? Not very good. So y'all have fun with that. And Mark Richt will go enjoy. He's taking his talents to South Beach.
This is and that's why I say now you mentioned that. Yeah, he will coach Miami, and we found out this interesting nugget just off the air that he played quarterback for him.
No, I did not know that.
Did not know that. So so he's going back to his alma mater, and it's I mean the standards are so low right now with the whole Al Golden situation. But
the good part about Mark Richt is he will recruit Miami. And Mark Richt won't have to go nowhere else. He'll be able to recruit Miami. And he's actually a good recruiter. So now he'll be able to go into those homes and go and compete with Florida State and Florida, who have been getting the Miami kids to come around. It's crazy.
Brad Kai, what year is he? Let me look him up.
I think this is his sophomore year.
It's his sophomore year?
I think so.
I'm about to say, he's fairly young. He's got a stud quarterback to work with.
Mm-hmm.
What is he? He coach quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Even though he couldn't get one to play at Georgia. Well, he had good ones.
Yeah.
He had a lot of good ones.
So he's got a nice little quarterback to work with there. And
his big key is going into the houses in Miami and recruiting. That's what he's going to have to go down there and do. And that's a good reason to hire him.
Yeah, because like you mentioned on this show many times, is a lot of the guys from Miami is going to Florida and Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's got to try to win some of that environment back for them.
But Georgia, thank you. I can't really thank them because we kind of own Mark Richt there for a while. But it's just sad. South Carolina really hires Will Muschamp. I am going to be saying thank you. Like, thank y'all. Lee Butch Jones in Tennessee. Hire Will Muschamp in South Carolina. Get whatever his name is.
Talking about Georgia?
Yeah, Kirby Smart. Get him to go coach Georgia. Florida's got the best coach in the East. Florida's arguably got the second, third best coach in the Southeastern Conference right now.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Florida got some big news with a recruit that switch
Woo!
up. So.
And another guy coming in and visiting.
Yeah.
Because they fired Mark Richt. So thank you for that too, Georgia.
I tell you, winning does help. And they see the guy can coach, and so that's good for Florida. But
winning helps. Seeing that Florida has no quarterback helps even more. That's what really helped. Knowing Will Greer's out for 6 months, or for 6 weeks, and going, they got that. Damn, I can come in and play right now.
You can if you can complete over 25% of your passes. Next thing Florida needs to do is get a kicker too.
If you can see a kid wide open, throw it to him.
Yes, thank goodness. All right, well, we discussed a little bit of coaches, so let's talk about the new rankings, which, well,
are the same.
Basically, the top four are the same,
except the top